twins, you are fighting with your husband. They say you have twins, your husband comes home on it, don't touch me, don't touch me. You see that you are now stupid. Are you seeing the stupidity of the thing now? Now, they say you have twins, every ovulation period, the 5 days of ovulation, you and your husband will fight. When the ovulation is now over, hey, come and touch me now. Oh yeah, let's do it. I'm ready now. You are stupid. You are stupid. You don't understand the principle of recreation and progression. You're just a religious bigot. Hello? These are the things that are making them to insult you, because people just don't use their brain. When you are looking for a baby, even when you are fighting, you will have sex, because the devil must be put to shame. So, honey, I'm ovulating. Oh yeah, how are you? I love you. He said, I'm still angry with you, but let's finish this one first. We'll continue fighting later. Hello? So, what am I saying? Wealth is what? Created. Someone must take responsibility. And you must be that person to say, in my family, I'm sick and tired of poverty. This poverty must end with me. And then you begin to do what needs to be done. Or else it will continue. Because think about it. Look, I don't know about you, but... And that's why the next generation is no more falling for all this deception. You see a lot of younger people now, the Gen Z, these guys are looking for supernatural power. They are looking for the reality of God. Many of them are trying magic, trying spiritualism, because they are tired of all this church, all this prayer when they pray. You know they walk. So we have been praying since, every time fasting, 10 days, 7 days, 21 days, 51 days. So when will the thing be answered? Hello? Number 4. Wealth creation takes time. Wealth creation takes time. Wealth creation takes time. One of the challenges of our world today again is what we call the get rich quick scheme. People want to blow. In this kingdom, we don't blow, we grow. If you blow up, you scatter, you disintegrate. Bombs blow, balloons blow. But in this kingdom, people don't blow, they grow. If you jump up, you will come down. If you grow up, you will stay up. So avoid get rich quick scheme. Have you noticed that all the schemes that people have complained about that has made people to lose money is always schemes that are speculation? Schemes that are, forex, crypto, one scheme, put money there, you will get this one. How many people have you heard that said they bought land, built a house, and the scheme failed? The real one that are evergreen, that has not failed, you won't touch it. They have been selling land before your great-grandfather was born. You didn't buy. But when you heard that there's one forest, you now go into forex and end up in the forest of poverty. So this one is crypto. Now they kryptonize your life. And you are now experiencing krypton. And you are wondering, what is this? Man of God is so bad that even now, people are now into what we call betting. It's heavy spiritual thing now. Even churches are carrying offering to go and bet. Pastors, yeah. Pastors are betting now. I don't know whether you have that in Ghana here. In Nigeria, Cameroon, South Africa, they are betting houses with computers. Everybody will be betting. These things have been there since we were young. It used to be pool. They call it pool. They'll be using biro to write, red biro, green. Now they have made it electronic. And people are betting with their school fees. Betting with their house rent. Hello? I host pastors' conferences. And I'm ashamed to say that pastors will be asking questions. Is it wrong to bet? Pastors. Because they're already doing it. Because they don't have faith in God anymore, but they have faith in the... Hello? So wealth creation does what? It takes time. It takes time. Please listen. Those of us that you see that are wealthy today, we didn't fall down from heaven. Hello? And we did not become wealthy one day. It took time. Precept upon precept, line upon line. A little here, a little there. You save here, you invest here, you do this one. And over time, because true wealth takes time to be built. True wealth takes time to be built. I have properties all over the world. And I mean literally different part of the world. So because I'm here now, let me talk about this country. I have properties in this country. And when I wanted to start buying properties in this country, I had been talking to people about real estate. And I kept saying to them, a city today was a village yesterday. A village today will be a city tomorrow. And then Ghana discovered oil. And they started talking of oil. So I said, Ghana, now that they have discovered oil, what are all the different locations close to where they have discovered oil? What are all the locations close to all the plans for the future? But people kept wondering. So I called my guys. I said, look, start investigating for me. What are the developmental plan that they have for Accra, for Volta region, for different regions? And I started sharing these things with people when I come, saying, go to Dodua, go to Pram Pram, go to Shah Hills, go to Kasua, go to Abigay. They will just be wondering, they'll be laughing. How does he know all these places? It's because I'm investigating. Hello? And then while I was doing that, I was gathering money. Then, bam, I started buying. I bought a property in Kasua years ago. I have a house there. I'm building a shopping complex there now. I'm going to be building houses and all this stuff. Now, when I bought that property, when we went there, my former PA was with me when we went. We kept going into the bush. And at the point, the guy was saying, sir, we continue this journey. You do know these people very well. I said, relax, this is my job. Forget pastor. I carry glory. Let's go. So they say, from here to there, to there, to there. I paid. When we got into the car, he said, sir, we give them cash. You should have done transfer. So that I said, don't worry, this is my job. Do you know what? When we bought that property, in less than 1 year, they did the Obum Road. They started opening the road. Before you know it, the bridge, you know there's Kasua Bridge now. That bridge is just a new bridge. There was no bridge, there was nothing. Nothing. Then before you know it, they started doing bridge. Before you know it, So when I came about 2 years later with the same PA, he said, sir, sorry, I want to ask a question. He said, did you know they were going to do the road? I said, no. Did you know they were going to do the bridge? I said, no. He said, but this place is now, if I can't even recognize it. I said, so let me tell you something. I said, when you are a Christian, there are different laws that work. I said, there's a law of knowledge and there's a law of favor. I said, the law of knowledge is you need to know that every bush today is only a matter of time, it will become a city. So you don't wait to buy land, you buy land and you wait. I said, that is the law of knowledge. I said, but there is a law of favor. I said, when I came here, they offered me 3 land. They offered me Kaswa, Shai Hills, and Dodua. But in my spirit, Kaswa resonated. I obeyed the spirit and I came, and God favored me. I said, I did not know, but God knew. So when you are a tither and you are committed to God, the spirit of God will lead you. Because there is a spirit in man, and the inspiration of the Lord gives them understanding. And so that's the law of favor. God will now favor you to be positioned in a place that's about to blow. And then people will now think that, I said, the way you are thinking now, people will now think that, this man, God must have spoken to him. Hello? Then before you know it, we started getting calls. Banks were calling me. Because my house is now on the road, on the express road, right on the road. They now call. I say, no, it's not there. Can we rent it? I say, it's not for rent. Can we lease? They want to lease the land and build on. I say, it's not for rent, it's not for lease. Don't even call us again. Now I'm building shopping complex there. So one day you see the shopping complex, this man. Why? Because that's the way it works. So wealth creation takes time. Imagine that since you started working 15 years ago, you have been buying just 1 plot every year. Just 1 plot every year in all those different locations. By now, you won't be where you are. Well, you've been buying shoes every year, buying wigs every year, buying bags every year, changing your phone every year. Finally, let me give you one more. We'll continue tomorrow. You must become wealthy to attract wealth. 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 Now, please listen to the explanation I'm about to give, because this is where I will close for today. You cannot attract who you are not. You must become wealthy to attract wealth. Except a man be born again, he cannot. When he came to Jesus, Nicodemus said, what must I do? We are always thinking of what to do. But he said, except a man be. So it's not what you do, it's who you are. Read your Bible again. Let us make man in our image. That means they must be like, what's an image? When you look into the mirror, you see your image. Let us make man in our image. After our likeness. They must be like us. Then likeness to do like, to behave like us. So it is behave before you can become. So you must be wealthy to attract wealth. You must be rich to attract riches. Now that process of becoming rich and becoming wealthy in order to attract it is where many Christians give up. So when you are praying and fasting, when you are listening to messages and applying things and it's not working, it's part of the process. Because you learn obedience by the things you suffer. Hello? If you fail in the day of adversity, it means that your strength is small. So adversity is part of the package. How can you graduate just for going for lecture? It doesn't happen. After lecture, there must be exam. It is the ability to pass that exam that gives you a certificate that you are certified. So in becoming wealthy, there are 5 things that will happen that will show you are becoming. So I may not be able to give you the 5, but there are 5 things. Number 1, you are going to go through betrayals. You are going to go through betrayals. Because everybody in your life today is not qualified for the life that God has in store for you. So one of the things that happens in your becoming season is betrayal. The people that are not qualified for your glory will begin to mess up. They will disappoint you so that you can break up from them and they can break up from you. Because, please, are you ready? In order for that space shuttle to go up, it lifts from the ground, but when it gets to a point, it sheds weight. When it wants to get out of the earth's surface, it will shed another weight again. So the higher you go, the lighter you must become. Many of you have too many crowd that cannot allow you to rise. So you begin to face betrayal. People begin to disappoint you. You give them money, they will not pay. They will tell you they will do it, they will not do it. They will lie against you. They will disappoint you. It's not a problem. It's not devil. Hello? It's not devil. It's God at work, making you to know that in this life, human being are human being. Number 2 is losses. You begin to lose money. It's not devil. Many people don't understand this thing. That's why we are teaching you. We have been there. Hello? Look. Oh, Jesus. Jesus Christ one day met people. He met a man. He says, the man was blind. So he told the man, you are blind. It's okay. He now puts spit on the soil and put it on the eyes of the man. Think about it. The guy is blind, but he's not deaf. So you come to Jesus, Lord, heal me of my blindness, and then you hear, you are hearing, you are not deaf. So you are like, is he spitting, is he coughing? Then the next thing, you are seeing, you are not deaf and you can smell. So he's putting the clay and you are smelling. You're like, this guy is making my situation worse. I thought I came to him for help. He now tells you, go, show yourself to the priest. So that means you are blind. He had made your blindness worse. He now tells you, trust me and keep going. Even though nothing seems to be working. You see, the second thing is losses. If you cannot trace him, just trust him. If you cannot track him, just keep trusting him. Because what will happen is, if you want to become rich and wealthy, God must know that you have discovered that he is your source. God must know that he is more important to you than money. That if you lose everything, you won't lose him. So you will invest, the money will disappear. You will do all your due diligence, and I can stand to tell you for free, the best of business plan will not work according to plan. Hello? It doesn't mean the people that prepare the plan lie to you. It doesn't mean the devil is powerful. It means that God is making you rich. Hello? Are you sure you are ready? Kaliando Koshabayada. You are getting it. Are you sure you are ready? Now, please listen to this. Any realm of wealth you desire, you must lose money in that dimension. So if you want to get to a realm where you have thousands of Ghana cedis without stress, you must lose thousands of Ghana cedi and survive. Yeah. So if you have not lost money before, that means you are not ready for it. You are not ready yet. Your journey is still very far. But if you have lost money, be happy. As you are hearing now, be happy now. Wow, now I'm getting it. If you have lost money before, you put money here, you almost died, but you didn't die. Yes, you are becoming somebody else. You are now becoming, yes, you are becoming now. Hello? Are you getting what I'm saying now? So number 1 is betrayal. Number 2 is losses. Number 3 is confusion. Confusion. You are just confused. Sometimes you are hungry. God, is it that you don't answer prayer? Because you know what? There are people that you will teach what you are doing. They will produce results and you have not yet produced. There are people you will give money, small money, to go and start something. And they will give you testimonies. And you put more than that money in your own, it's not working. And you are confused. It's because your destiny is greater than their own. You are like Joseph interpreting the dream of the butler and telling the butler, remember me. And the guy has to forget you. Because if he remembers you, the best you will ever be is assistant butler. So he has to forget you, because who recommends you determine how far you go. So the third realm is the realm of confusion. So if you have been going through confusion, why is my market not selling? God is trying to tell you that there is a wilderness season. Hello? So you go through that process and it's a confusing situation for anybody. Confusing situation. And then people start asking you questions. Where is your God? Where is the proof of all this thing you are talking? And then sometimes you are even you can tell them, oh no, God is control. When you now go back, or you yourself, you are not asking, but God is true. God is true. You know what you are going through? The making. Job said, even if you slay me, I will still serve you. So I know my Redeemer lives. He came to a point where he was ready, even though he didn't understand. So when God came, he said, Job, let me ask you a question. Were you there when I created this world? He said, do you know where the moon hides during the day? So that nobody knows where it is until it comes out. He said, do you know where the sun stays? He said, do you know the pillar that holds the sky, that does not make the sky to fall? He said, Job, can you explain to me how a liquid sperm becomes bones in the womb of a woman and a child comes out? By the time God asked Job, he said, do you know where Leviathan stays in the bottom of the sea? By the time God was done with Job, Job said, I have heard of you with the hearing of the ears, but now my eyes have seen you. You see what the spirit of confusion does? It helps you to understand God. Now listen, I don't know whether you played what we call kites when you were young. You either do nylon kites or newspaper kites. Then you put broom, you put rope, and then you begin to release it into the sky. Now listen, after a while you won't see the kite anymore. But when you do like this, you will feel that something is there. Now what that confusion does is it connects you to the heart of God, to a realm where you may not see sign, but you can sense that it's working. Keep at it. Many of you have shut down a business. Somebody else took over the business and they are now making money. And you are wondering what happened. You didn't stay true. They came to enter your harvest. So that season of confusion is not for you to stop that business. It's not for you to give up that job. It's not for you to give up that thing you are doing. It's to stay at it. Because there will now come a time when God will now see that you have matured beyond physical, emotional decisions. Because God cannot trust emotion. He wants you to trust him. He wants to come to a point where when he tells you do this, you don't need any answer. You just move. And number 4, so that I can close. The making of you involves giving. And I will explain this. Listen. Losing money is painful. But if you have ever given sacrificially before, it's equal pain. Where you have plans, you have now gathered the money, you already think of what to do, then you now hear, so you see this. How? So what? God. Now, listen to this. Please listen. Any realm that you want to operate in with comfort and joy, you must be ready to lose money in that realm, and you must be ready to sacrifice money in that realm. So if you want to be a Christian, that when it comes to hundreds of thousands of Ghana cedi, you must be ready to lose money in that realm, and you must be ready to give in that realm. Do you know that many of you, when you hear that somebody wrote a check of 1 million Ghana cedis and gave, in your mind you are thinking the person is stupid. Your prosperity is very far. No, I'm giving you reality. We are not raising offering, so it's not about offering. It's just telling you we are here to teach you. You see, when you hear that somebody is giving and your heart is, Lord, bless me one day so that I can do that, then you are getting to that point. And what that does is, even if it's 1,000 you can do now, you start with your own 500, you start with your own 1,000, then one day you're able to write a check of 10,000 Ghana cedi, then one day 50,000 Ghana cedi, then one day, and then you drop it and walk away. Because see, whatever you cannot walk away from, you have not conquered. Whatever you have not walked away from, you have not conquered. So when we are talking about kingdom financiers, we are saying become that kind of person